Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be another inspirational video and we're going to talk about keeping the door shut. So when I'm talking about a door, I'm talking about something that you've always wanted but you haven't got yet. You've applied for it, you haven't received it, you've submitted everything, you haven't got it yet. For some people this door could mean different things. For some people it could be a job, for some people it could be a title, for some people it's a promotion, for some people it's getting an entry to a university. The door is different for different people, but what I'm here to talk about is what happens when that door stays shut. What happens when you've been applying for something, you're not getting it, you've been trying to buy this specific thing, it's not happening, you're trying to get into this job, it's not happening, you've been trying to get this promotion, it's not happening, you've been trying to get pregnant, the pregnancy is not coming. What's going on? What should you do? Now I'm going to give you an example of myself, of something that I experienced when I was young, and hopefully it's going to inspire you in this video and to understand why that door is shut, to understand why that thing is not coming through, to understand what is really going on. So when I was young, I think when I was a teenager, my dad had this business where we had to go door to door and drop some business catalogs door to door for some people if they wanted to order something. And I remember that I had to go to this specific house and to press the bell and to talk to the owner, try to see if I can advertise some stuff to her if she could buy it. And I was pressing the bell and I could tell that somebody was in that house. I could hear people talking, I could hear body movements and all that. And I was pressing the bell and the lady did not answer the door. I pressed the bell again, she didn't answer the door. And I said to myself, there's somebody in this house. Like, I can tell somebody is in this house. So I went back and I said, you know what? Let me go and press the bell again. When I went back the third time to press the bell again, when she opened the door, she got this huge dog after me and I ran away. And from that moment on, I said to myself, when I try to open the door, and I've tried a couple of times and the door refused to open, I need to leave it shut. Because what happens is when you try to get that thing by force, when you're trying to get pregnant by force, when you're trying to get a promotion by force, when you're trying to get a title by force, when you're trying to, upgrade by force, that could be upgrade a car, upgrade who you are, upgrade the clothes you wear. When you try to do these things by force, you end up getting hurt, you end up getting damaged, you end up ruining things for yourself. The reason why the door is shut, the reason why that thing hasn't come through yet is because it's not yet time for you to get it. It's just not yet time. And there's a reason for that. Just because it's not yet time doesn't mean you will never get it. You will get it at the right time. And that is why when you have been trying for so long, when you've been trying to get to this position, when you've been trying to get pregnant, when you've been trying to buy this, this gadget that's going to cost you thousands and thousands of pounds, when you've been trying to get some money to borrow to pay certain things, when you've been trying and you realize that you're not getting it, and deep down you're entitled, deep down you're qualified, deep down that you are meant to get this thing, but it's not happening, it's because it's not yet time. My advice to you is please do not try to force the door. Leave the door shut. Leave it alone. You've tried, you've knocked on it, you've tried to forcefully open it, and it's not happening. It's not yet time. Now, you can try and forcefully open it by lying to try and get it, by trying other gadgets to see if it's going to happen, by, being manipulative, being deceitful, to try and get it, but it's not happening. And then what happens is you now have to keep up with the lie, you now have to keep up with the gadget, and then there's no peace in what you're trying to do. Some people have been trying to pursue a particular person, maybe you've been trying to pursue a woman for so long and she's not responding, and you're wondering why she's not responding. Maybe because she's with somebody else, maybe she's not ready, maybe she feels like where she's at right now, she is not qualified to get in a relationship. There's this particular dude that's been trying to find a way to forcefully get in a relationship, and the whole time I've been giving them signals like, listen, it's not happening, because mentally I'm not there yet. But you see, when you don't get the signal and then you forcefully try to make it happen, that's when you realize, oh, well, she wasn't the one, or oh, I shouldn't have gone ahead, oh, I shouldn't have asked, I didn't know she was like this or she was like that. But that's because you forcefully tried to make it happen. You've pursued it, but you didn't get the signal. And you're pursuing something and you can get the signal that this thing is not responding, or this person isn't responding, leave it alone. Don't try and force it, leave it alone. So this is usually something that happens in relationships, where people will forcefully try to take it to the next level. You're putting pressure on your partner to take it to the marriage stage. You're putting pressure on your partner to do this and do that, and you're not allowing it to flow. Okay, I know in this lifetime, motivational speakers will always tell you, if you want something, you need to go after it. I'm here to tell you, it's not everything that you need to go after. Even if you want it, there's some things that chase after you. There's some things that come to your doorstep without you not even asking for it, if you're a child of God. Because what is meant for you, a lot of the times, tends to come to you when you don't even pray for it, when you don't even expect it, when you're not even thinking about it. And that's how it should be. There's some things you pursue, and then there's some things it will come true results of something that you've been doing for a long time, or there's some things that will come because God feels like this is the right time for it to happen, even though you never thought about that thing. Okay, so here's my thing. If the door is shut, meaning if you've tried so many ways to get this one thing and it's not happening, if you've been trying many ways to pursue this girl, or to let this man know you're interested and it's not happening, just leave it shut. I'm telling you, leave it shut, because when it opens, you're going to realize why it did not happen. There was a time in my life when I was young and I was really, really into this guy. Like, honestly, I thought this guy was the only person that I could ever be with for the rest of my life, and that was it. I was so into this guy for years, for more than 5 years, and I would always hope and think and dream that one day I will get a chance to kiss this guy, I would get a chance to go out with this guy, I would get a chance to date this guy, and I've stylishly found a way to let him know that, look, I'm interested, I quite like you, this and that. And he got all the signals, but the one thing that used to annoy me was, why is he not pursuing me? Why is he not asking me out? Because he would flirt with me, he would be very flirtatious, he would talk to me, he'd make me laugh, everything. But the one thing he wasn't doing was asking me out. And I couldn't really figure it out. Like, what is it? Why was he not doing so? Let me tell you something. So a few years later, my dream finally came to pass. And, he finally gave me his number. We started talking. All this was like a dream come true to me. I was like so excited deep down that finally I get a chance to be with my crush. Let me tell you something, yeah. It was better off for me and him to be friends and for him to continue flirting with me than for me to actually date him. He was absolutely horrible in attitude, horrible in the way he would treat me. I just said, you know what, it was better when we were just friends and you were just flirting. It was just better that way, okay? Because why? I had been hoping, dreaming that this door would open, and it opened, and I didn't like the result. because I liked him for a long time. And then when the opportunity finally came, and it didn't just came, I kind of had to do a little bit of pursuing, if you know what I mean, which was wrong. I don't advise a girl to pursue a man. Just don't pursue a man. Trust me, you will regret it. Never pursue a man. I did a little bit of pursuing, and that was how the door opened. So really, the door didn't open. I kind of forced it to open, and I didn't like the result. He was just trash. There was a part of him I'd never seen when I liked him for so many years that I saw when I started dating him. And so it was horrible. It was really horrible. And I said to myself, it was just better when we were friends and you were just flirting with me and I was just acting like the little girl that was just naive. But anyway, that's a little experience of when you try to forcefully make someone want to be with you, make someone want to date you. It ends up, going left, and you end up regretting it. And that's why I'm telling you not to force it. Don't force it. Don't force anything to happen. Let it flow. Just let it flow. Like when people say, oh, I feel some kind of way to propose to her, that's a sign that you're forcing it. It really should just flow. It really should just be calm, be chill, and just let things begin to unfold by himself with no pressure. There shouldn't be pressure on anyone's side about taking the relationship to the next level. There shouldn't be any pressure. It really should just be a mutual conviction for it to go to the next level. Okay? So back to keeping the door closed, because I don't want to just focus on relationship. There's other things in life than to be focusing on relationships. Those of you who are trying to get into uni, there's probably this particular uni that you love. You like the atmosphere. You love how it looks. It's got that subject that you want. You've been trying to get in and the door is shut. You can't get in for some reason and you're wondering why. Listen, that uni looks good, but I'm telling you, by the time you start, there's going to be some little things you're going to notice, and then you're going to realize, okay, that's the reason why the door was shut. Okay, so don't worry about it. If the door is shut for you not to be able to get into that particular university, sweetie, there's a lot of universities out there, and trust me, it's not about how good the building is. It's how good the lecturers are and how committed you are to making sure that you do well in your exams and you come out with a good result at the end of the year. So that's really it for today. I just want you all to understand that there are times you may desire something and the door is shut. The thing is not responding to you. You're trying to receive something, you can't get it, even though you know you're entitled for it, even though you know that it's yours. Just because the door is shut this year doesn't mean the door is going to be shut next year. But the one thing is this: if that thing is really meant for you, you won't have to force that door to open. That door will open by itself. Okay? If it's really meant for you, you're not going to lie to get it. You're not going to do fraud to get it. You're not going to try and deceive people to get it. You're not going to bribe people to get it. That door will just open unexpectedly, without you not doing much effort. That's one of the ways you know it's for you. So that's it for today. I hope you all are blessed. I hope this video has inspired you. If there's anything else you want to ask me, do leave a comment. Do, message me, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you all in my next video. Stay blessed and stay beautiful. Bye.